If you want to start a pressure washing business, but you're worried about the market being oversaturated, this is the video for you. In this one, I'm going to be breaking down whether or not pressure washing is oversaturated in your market, and if it is, how you can combat a saturated market in order to make money as quickly as possible. But if you're struggling to get jobs right now, you need to check out the Local Domination 2 course. It'll be the first link in the comment section and the description. It is the most comprehensive guide on getting customers we have ever put together. Over 6 hours of training showing you exactly how we land $20, $30, or even $40,000 commercial accounts, and it is extremely underpriced for the value that you're going to get from this course. Trust me, these are the secrets that we use in order to land monster jobs. So if you guys are interested, check out the first link in the comment section and the description. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Now, I had a comment on the channel that inspired this video, and the comment says, I imagine the competition must be stiff. Seems like it would be oversaturated, referring to pressure washing in general. Obviously, there's a lot of people that talk about pressure washing nowadays. Whenever I first started, there wasn't that many. I didn't want to work for the landscaping company that I was working for anymore, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to go out and do this work myself. So I just went out and started offering landscaping as a service, and before you know it, I started a pressure washing business, and I just started moving in that direction. It wasn't anything that I was looking up on YouTube, wasn't anything that was popping up in my Facebook feed or anything. It was just something that I felt inclined to do. I didn't want to work for anybody anymore, and so I took action in a direction. I didn't worry about how saturated the market was. I didn't worry about if I had the right equipment. I didn't worry about if I was charging enough. I didn't worry about anything. All I did was take action in the direction that I wanted to move. So, short answer to this comment though, is pressure washing oversaturated? Yes. Every area in any industry where there's good money to be made is most likely saturated. Let's be honest with ourselves. If we wanted to open up a burger joint, it's oversaturated because everyone likes burgers, okay? So the thing that I'm going to tell you is the remedy right off the bat is you need to stop looking for the perfect business that has no competition in it, okay? It's 2024. Everything that is worth doing is probably oversaturated. And if it wasn't saturated, you'd be telling yourself a different story. You'd be like, well, you know, there's not that many people offering this service, so it must not be a good business to get into. And this is a scarcity mindset. That's all this is. And basically, no matter what information is presented to you, you will find a way to not take action in the direction that you want to go. So you would see oversaturation as a problem. You would see undersaturation as a problem. And then you're just giving yourself an excuse to stay right where you are. So if you're that kind of person, just click off of the video now. Just leave it alone. Don't think about pressure washing anymore. Don't think about offering a service or working for yourself because you're not cut out for it, okay? And I have to give you guys some tough love. This video is going to be a little bit of tough love, but you need to hear it because this is what's going to push you over the edge into taking action, into starting the business, into starting to make money for yourself so that way you can quit the job, you can, make your own hours, you can scale something yourself, and you can actually build something that's going to be successful. So the most successful people that we have in the inner circle, the most successful people who take the courses are the ones who never question themselves and what they're capable of doing. They never doubt that they can do it, and they keep pushing in no matter what. That's why I had so much success early on in my business. I just figured it out. I wish I would have had the resources that I have available now that I share with you guys on a daily basis, because I would have been much more successful, much faster. However, everything works out in its own time. So I do want to say this. I did 2 interviews recently. I think you guys definitely need to check out. The first one was on how to make $100,000 a year pressure washing, and that was with my buddy Dallas Roach. Him and his partner actually did $130,000 their first year with a Home Depot pressure washer, okay? They didn't let anything be an excuse. They quit their job. They went all in. They burned the ships. And now this year, they're actually on track to, I think, double that amount. So if you guys want to check out that interview, I'll leave a link down below. And the second one is how to make $150,000 in 6 months pressure washing. And that's one that I did with my buddy Andrew Clegg. And he did that in high school. He did that at 18 years old. Both of these guys, Dallas and Andrew, are Inner Circle members. They got their 6-figure plaques, and they're absolutely crushing right now. They didn't ask whether or not it was saturated. There was other people in their markets, just like every other market. But what did they do? They took action in the direction that they wanted to move and ultimately had a ton of success. So I want to share those success stories with you guys. And I want to reveal to you that if you're in a scarcity mindset, you'll always look for a reason not to do something. So take heed from these guys, take their example, give yourself permission that it's something that you can do, and start moving in that direction. But you guys will see, if you watch those videos, neither of them ever worried about anything outside of their control, and they took their success into their own hands. Now, for me, I've had a pressure washing business for over 6 years. You guys don't see me wash a ton on the channel anymore because I've taken a marketing role in the pressure washing company that I work with now. In the beginning, it was me out there pulling around the pressure washer, washing the houses, moving the hose. So I was in the trenches. Now, like I said, I do more of the marketing. I obviously have businesses on YouTube and whatnot, but I just want to let you guys know, and I want to make this clear, for successful companies, pressure washing is not oversaturated. It doesn't really matter how many people enter into our market because the companies at the top know what the bottom companies do not. And that is how to generate leads, how to sell them multiple services, and then how to keep them coming back every single year, which is a lot of what we talk about here on the channel. I literally give you guys some of my best information here on the channel. That's why I tell you guys, if you think this is good, you need to check out the courses, because the courses are hours and hours and hours of all of our best content that gets directly to what it is that we're talking about. But once you make it to the top, it becomes a lot harder to get knocked off. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of the 80-20 principle, but it essentially says that 20% of the companies do 80% of the business, and 80% of the companies do 20% of the businesses. So you need to figure out how to get to that top 20% that's doing 80% of the business. And that's something that we're going to talk about here in just a minute. But let's get into what you need to do when your market is inevitably oversaturated and you're just starting out. First things first, you need to go ahead and leverage your inner circle. Okay. People who know, love, and trust you will always give you an opportunity. They're always going to give you the benefit of the doubt. They're always going to give you the benefit of taking care of their property before they hire anybody else. At least they should. And if I can already hear people in the comment section, oh, well, I moved away from my family, or I don't have any family out here. Don't let that be an excuse. Utilize the people that you work with. Utilize the people that you go to church with. I'm sure you've made friends. And if you don't have friends, make some friends, okay? But the biggest thing is when you're starting the business, look for those people who know, like, and trust you and say, hey, I'm starting this business. This is a service that I could do for you. Give them a little bit of a discount, do the service, but take advantage of that inner circle first and foremost. And then utilize them. Utilize them to test equipment, to test workflows, to test chemicals, to figure out how to do the job, to figure out how to price the job. Use the beginning as a learning opportunity. Step two is where we're going to niche down our service offering to smaller, lower ticket services that the bigger companies could never offer to get our foot in the door with customers. So if you guys didn't know this, we actually have an answering team. We have so much lead flow that actually comes into our company that a lot of it we can't even get to, because we'll either be on a big commercial job, or it'll be just like a small job that comes in where a customer wants to get a patio cleaned, or they want to get some front concrete cleaned. Whatever the case may be, we turn down a lot of people, or we don't get back to a lot of people, because if the job is under about $250, then we don't touch it. Or if we're scheduled out for a couple weeks with commercial work, we don't touch it. So there's a lot of opportunities with regards to jobs that kind of slip through the cracks for people, and especially with some of these bigger companies. So even if you could team up with a bigger company and say, hey, anything you guys don't want, if you could refer out to me, I'll cut you back a percentage on it. Because trust me, if they're a big company, they're getting a lot of leads in, and some of those leads they won't be able to service because they don't make as much money as other leads. Why would we go out and do a $150 patio cleaning for somebody whenever we're doing a $30,000 apartment complex cleaning? So you guys can kind of see, we can't do that job. We're going to turn it down 9 times out of 10. But the thing is that we have the tools in place in order to capture that lead and bring it into our company. So figure out niche services that you can offer. And we're going to go through a couple here in just a second. Then step 3 is going to be, we're going to keep track of these customers through a software like QuoteIQ. We're going to keep track of their name, their phone number, their email. I cannot tell you guys how many customers I had in the beginning of my business that are completely gone now. I can't keep up with them. I can't send them messages. I don't know what I quoted them in the past. And it's all because I didn't keep good enough records. So if you don't have QuoteIQ, check it out. Comment section, description. You guys can use it for free on the App Store and the Play Store to send estimates, invoices, collect payments, all that kind of stuff. But you need something to keep track of customers. And once you keep track of them, you can then sell them more services in the future through features like email automation, mass text and email, and all the other ways through QuoteIQ in which you can get in contact with your customers and sell them other services, even InstaQuote. But in the beginning, you need to find a niche. Something like can cleaning, which is what I helped my brother start, gutter cleaning, weed pulling, shrub trimming, dog walking, anything that gets your foot in the door with customers that you would not be able to get in front of otherwise. Because trust me, these big companies, they're not going to do a can cleaning. That's completely off the table. Can cleaning might be like $20, right? But you can go and do the can cleaning and say, hey, I noticed your driveway was dirty. Is it okay if I give you a quote on it? Or, hey, I noticed that XYZ, or hey, blah, 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 blah. Because so many times, once you guys start your business, you'll realize this. You'll be out doing a job. You'll be out giving a quote. And the customer will say, hey, do you offer this service? Hey, do you do this? Hey, could you give me a quote on this? Because they want to find one guy that they like and they want to stick with them. So in the beginning, offer the niche service, get your foot in the door with customers that you wouldn't have been able to otherwise, keep track of them, and then sell them more services in the future, as well as just continue to service them so that way they remain a customer for your business. The other thing is you need to figure out your marketing, right? You need to market from as many places as possible. And if you guys want to copy my video ad strategy, that I use to run Google ads as well as Facebook ads. Be sure to check out, it'll be linked in the comment section. We did over $13,000 in jobs in 1 month with my video ad strategy, and I'm giving it to you guys for free to check it out. So that'll be linked in the comment section description as well. But as I was saying, the key is to get as many avenues as possible for new customers to find your business, and then keeping those customers and selling them other services that you offer. Because if you had enough customers to fill a year and you rotated them year over year, you'd have all the work that you need and you never have to acquire any more customers. The beautiful thing is once you got enough customers to fill a year, any new customers that come in, we raise the price, and the higher price customers fill the space for the lower price customers. And so we're constantly scaling. Either that, or you can add another truck, you can bring in employees. But at that point, you get the choice. You get the choice of which customers you want to work for, which customers you don't want to work for. Do we want to invest in the business? Do we want to scale this up? Or do we want to focus on just staying lean and handling what we can handle? But it puts you in the driver's seat of essentially your business, so that way you can make those decisions. So the big overarching theme here is don't make excuses for yourself. Don't feel bad for yourself. Don't doubt what is possible, because it's happening every single day. Every single day, someone's building their business. Every single year, someone started and scaled a 6-figure business. So it's either something that you're going to do or it's something that you're not going to do. And you need to make the decision in this video after you're done with it, whether or not you're going to take action towards what you want to do or you're not. And so if you're somebody who's going to take action, comment down below, "I won't quit," and use this as accountability to yourself and to everyone else in the comment section that you are somebody that's not going to quit, that you're going to keep going, you're going to keep pushing in, and you're going to be responsible for your own success. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button for me. Check out all the links in the comment section description. But until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.